and welcome back to my channel. My name is Bree, and in today's video we are stuffing the kids binder for the month of January. So starting with my oldest, his birthday, he's getting $17, which will be 2 ones, 1 5 and 1 10. And then clothing, he's getting 20, which is 120. Senior years, we're doing 50. He's a senior in high school. So we have started this new envelope at the beginning of the year. I started at $25, and I realized that senior year is going to be very expensive. I've never been to high school in America, so this is going to be my first senior year, and I realized really fast that things are expensive, starting from like cap and gown and senior portraits and things like that. So I went from 25 to 50, and that is going to be $150. And then moving on to my middle son, his birthday is getting 17, which is 2 ones, 1 5 and 1 10. His clothing, he's getting 30, which is 120 and 110. His hair is getting 110, 25 towards his running start. So we live in Washington State. And the state allows rising juniors and senior to take college level classes at the high school, and it's called the Running Start program, and he has shown interest in doing that, and the state will pay for the tuitions, and the only things parents will be responsible for will be the fees and associated, and I don't really know how much that's going to be. So I have been funding $25 towards his Running Start envelope. So that is getting 120 and 1 5. And then moving on to my daughter, her birthday is getting 17, 2 ones, 1 5, 1 10. And then her clothing is going to be 30, 120 and 110. And miscellaneous school expenses is going to be 25, 1 5 and 120. School fundraising is getting 10, 110. School supplies 110 as well. Sport camps is getting 25, 1 5 and 120. Sport fees is getting 25 as well, 1 5 and 120. So these schools expenses, some of these are new, some of these have just been reshuffled. My oldest, last year I had football fees, football camps, football fundraising, and I also had basketball fees, basketball camps, and basketball fundraising for my middle son. But my oldest is now done with football, and my middle son doesn't want to do basketball, but he wants to do track and field. So instead of having a track and field envelope, I just went ahead and we did a whole bunch of new envelopes and just called them, instead of track and field fees, I just went with sport fees. So when my daughter wants to do something in middle school, I will have like a sport fees envelope for that. So those are all new this year. And then I have a miscellaneous school expenses sinking funds, just because beginning of the year there are so many other fees that I always forget that we have to pay. Things like ASB card, yearbook, school pictures, things like that. I always forget, which is weird because I've been paying this for like the longest. I've been paying this for like years, and I don't know, this always seems to take me by surprise. So we have a brand new envelope for some of these things, and also this will also include things like some random fees that they add on to some of the classes. For example, my middle son, he takes Japanese, so we had to pay for some Japanese supplies. And also the boys, they're taking like advanced fitness, physical something at school, and it's $10 per kid, which is fine, but I just wasn't expecting that. But yeah, so this envelope is to cover all those random things that pop out of nowhere. Okay, so 50 is one, that is $50. And then the 20s, we have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 720, that's 140. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 8 tens, that's 80. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, that's 35. 2 4 6, that's 6. 50 plus 140 plus 80 plus 35 plus 6, 311. Okay, so 311. Okay, so let's fill my tailor slips. So we're doing 6 ones, 7 fives, 8 tens, 7 20s, 150, and 0 100. And this should add to 311. 6 plus 35 plus 80 plus 140 plus 50, 311. Okay, so I'm gonna go to the bank and I'll be back for the stuffing part. Stay tuned. So I'm back from the bank. Let's go ahead and count and make sure that we have everything we need and we can start stuffing. 50 is should be 1, 7 20s, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, 8 tens, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, 7 fives, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, 6 ones, 1 2 3 4 5 6. Let's get the binder and we can start stuffing. So my oldest, his birthday is getting 17 and he will have 140, 10, 5, 16, 17. Although I do believe that we're gonna end up spending more than this, but I don't know how much yet, because he's going to be turning 18 and I don't know what he will want to do for his 18th birthday. Okay, so clothing, his clothes is getting 20. Now his clothes is 62. And I'm no longer funding his hair funds. He still has not gone to get his hair retwisted. And I told him, well, you have $396 here to go and get your hair retwisted. Yeah, he has not gone at all last week, so he has a lot of growth, and I don't know what's holding him from calling and scheduling an appointment. But he has access to this money that he can use, and after that he will need to start paying for his hair retwist by himself like a big boy. Yeah. And senior year is getting 50. Senior year will now be 505. So 1 2 3 4 50 505. $505 is how much we have in senior year. Moving on to my middle son, his birthday is getting 17. He just celebrated his birthday a couple months ago, so we are resetting this. Wait. So 15, 10, 15, 16, 17. So it should have 38. So 20, 30, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. And then his clothes is getting 30. He will now have 88 in his clothing allowance. Okay, so 50, 70, 85, 6, 7, 8. 88 he has in his clothing allowance. And then his hair is getting $10. And here he will now have 50, 70, 85, 90, 1, 2, 3, 93. Last year I was funding $33, but I have been braiding his hair, so this is just to cover any fading head, is that what it's called? Fading and lineup that he needs. And running start, as like I was saying, is brand new, so it's getting 25 in running start. And then moving on to my daughter, her birthday is getting 17, and she'll have 1 or 2 here. Also, her birthday, we might end up spending more as well. I don't know how much exactly, because she's turning 10, which means we might throw her a party or something. So eventually we'll probably spend more than what I'm budgeting over here. Anyway, so her birthday now should be 1 or 2. So 50, 70, 80, 95, 100, 101, 102. 102 in my daughter's birthday envelope, and her clothing envelope, she's getting 30. Yeah, and she will have 2 or 3. So 1, 50, 70, 90, 200, 201, 202, 203. $203 is how much my daughter has in her clothing envelope. And then moving on to the miscellaneous school stuff. The school expense, this one's getting 25. So it will be $25 here. And then school fundraising, this is getting 10. And then school supplies is getting $10 as well. So school supplies will now be 50, 60, 75, 85, 91. And then sport camp is getting 25. I don't know what kind of camp the kids will go to. I don't really know. I don't think there's track and field camp. There was football camp. There was also basketball camp, but I don't know. Maybe my middle son's gonna change his mind again and say, "Oh, I want to go back to do basketball." Okay, and last but not least, sport fees is getting 25, and it will be 320, which is actually enough to pay for my middle son's track and field in spring. So 1, 2, 50, 70, 90, 210, 215, 315, 320. 320 is how much we have now in fees. And I had basketball fees here, so when this is over, I'm just gonna relabel the new cash tracking sheet as sport fees. Okay, so there you go. So that is it for this video, you guys. Thank you so much for always taking the time out of your day to come hang out with me. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to like, leave a comment below, subscribe if you like what you see on my channel, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye bye and happy savings.